Hi Stampers, this is Barbara Reed, the Wexford Stamper, coming to you with a new video today. And today I'd like to share with you one of my new creations. This is a gift bag with a butterfly closure. Let me show you how that works. There's a little slit here in the flap and you fold up the wings of the butterfly and you can open that up like that. Okay, really easy, a quick bag that you can make for gift giving. And really gorgeous paper available with Stampin' Up as always, and I'll show you how to make that. Alright, but before we do that, I wanted to talk to you about the special that's going on right now with Stampin' Up. There are 10 different designer series paper packs that are now on special. Buy 3 get 1 free, and this special goes on from July 1st to July 31st. And the one I'm going to use today is called Petal Promenade, and that one is included in that special. So you can just see by the look of this paper, the beautiful print on these, that the Petal Promenade is a gorgeous choice. There's lots of others. Stampin' Up always does such a phenomenal job with their paper. So think about that, and if you have any questions about that, you can always contact me. But let's get started on our tutorial. So let's put these bags aside for now. And I'm going to choose another piece from the Petal Promenade suite. Look at this. This is just so gorgeous. These are cute little pink flowers. This would be a great little bag for a friend gift, even a wedding. Okay, this would be beautiful for that type of event. So you're going to start with a piece of paper that is 11 by 11. So you're going to cut 1 inch off each side of your designer series paper. Okay, then we're going to get out our scoreboard. Oops, and we're going to turn it the right way. And we're going to do some scoring to get ready to put our box together. All right, just start on any one of the sides, since both sides are the same length. And you're going to score at 2, 5, 7, and 10. Okay, 2, 5, 7, and 10. Then you're going to turn your paper. And now before you do your final scoring, you're going to decide which you think will be the bottom of the box and which will be the top of the box. Okay, this paper really has no directionality, so it really isn't that critical to find which side. So I'm going to say that it's going to go this way. So this is going to be my bottom. So I'm going to score that at 2 inches. Then I'm going to turn it around to the other side directly across. And I'm going to score that at 3, because this is going to be the top where the flap is. That's going to flap over. Okay, so that's all the scoring for that. Don't worry about trying to copy down all these dimensions. I will have them all available on my blog at thewexfordstamper.blogspot.com. All right, now we're going to go ahead and crease all our score lines. I'm going to use my bone folder for that, so we can get nice crisp lines. You want to be a little gentle with the paper because this is designer series paper and it can tear if you're not careful, but you want to always have a bit of a firm hand when you're working with the paper and your bone folder. Okay, let's go ahead and score all those vertical score lines. There's 2, 3, and then our last one over here is 4. All right, all done with our scoring. All right, now you'll notice that one side has a smaller piece, and this is going to be the part that is going to adhere the box together. So I'm going to take my scissors, and this is the 1 inch strip, and I put it to the right, and I'm going to cut off the bottom portion of that 1 inch strip. That's a little rectangle. Let me get that in the picture there, like that. And then I'm going to cut off the top that is a rectangle. So you're only going to have the center portion of that 1 inch strip left. There we go. All right, so that's our first bit of cutting. So that's going to be the part that's going to adhere on the inside to close our box around. All right, now you have the top side that has the 3-inch wide panel and the bottom that has the 2. The bottom here is going to be the bottom of the box. So let's go ahead and cut up those score lines there on the bottom. Okay, these are going to fold under and make the bottom of your box. Okay, what I like to do with this on the square portions or the tabs of the box, I like to do a little bit of cutting and wedging so that these flaps fit a little better inside the box. Okay, even though it's a gift bag, the bottom is very much like a box, so that helps it lay a little better and come together a little better. Okay, now, now we're ready to go up to the top of the box. This is where we're going to make our flap. Now, to make the flap, we only need one of these portions. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut all the way across, cutting off that whole entire top flap until you get to that last panel there. You're going to leave that one there. Okay, that's going to be the part that flaps over. So let's take a look at our template here. Okay, we have our flap up here. That's going to be the part that flaps over and is closed using the little butterfly closure. And then down here at the bottom, this is all going to come together as the bottom of the box. So let's go ahead and start assembling. Okay, of course, with any of my 3D items, I like to use my tear and tape adhesive to put it together. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 strips of tear and tape here across this 1-inch area. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and tear those off. Well, now let's see. Before we do that, I almost forgot, we need to think about our flap. Okay, and I want to take my corner rounder and round those corners just to make it a little nicer. And then if you notice here, I'll bring in one of my boxes. The flap has a channel on it like that, okay, that we can pull the wings together and push through there. Okay, and that closes the box. So now how did we make the channel? There's 2 ways to do that, and let me tell you about those. The first way is using a punch. Okay, now this punch is no longer available with Stampin' Up, but you might have it if you're a demonstrator or have ordered Stampin' Up products in the past. This is a great way to make that channel, but I'm going to use a different way, something that you can use that is now currently available. Now, it is from a framelit set. This is a framelit set called Lakeside Framelit Dies, and it goes with a set that's beach. And you can see there's a hair in here, but this is the piece that I'm kind of zeroing in on. And it's similar to that punch that I just showed you, but just is a little more decorative. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. So what I'm going to have to do is carefully put this flap through the Big Shot. Now let me show you how I do that. It's a little bit of a tricky thing to do, but here, I'll bring my Big Shot up. Okay. Take off one of my panels. Okay, then I'm going to lay the flap down on the Big Shot, and I'm going to take this framelit and I'm going to line it up right in the center of that flap. Okay, it just fits in there perfectly. It's a really great choice if you have this set. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my acrylic plate on top, and then I'm going to roll it carefully through and roll it carefully back. And there, now I have my little slit there that I can use to put my butterfly through. Very easy. You just have to be careful and kind of fold up your box so it can get through the space there. But that's now going to be on my flap, and that's going to help me get my closure to work with my butterfly. All right, now we're going to start putting together now. All right, so I put these 2 pieces of tear and tape on the end flap here. And let's see if I have better luck today. Okay, we're going to take both of these off. Okay, there's one. And this tear and tape is a great way to keep your boxes together. I swear by it for all my 3D products, my 3D projects. All right, now you're going to lay it flat like this, and then I'm going to fold over this flap. And that really helps to get it to line up and make a box that's nice and square. All right, now we just have to work on the bottom. And the way I do the bottom is I just fold in the 2 inside ones, and those panels are the ones that the little tabs that I cut. Now if you look at the box, this is going to be the front of the box. So I like for this tab to go back. It just looks a little cleaner that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this front flap up, put a piece of tear and tape across the top. I'm going to peel that off. There we go. All right. Oops. All but this piece. There we go. All right. Now, so I'm going to fold in, excuse me, I'm going to fold in these 2 here, and then fold in my back panel, and then my front panel will go right over top. Okay, and then I can kind of put my hand in there and push it down, make sure it's set. So there, my box is constructed already. That was very quick. And now we're just going to work on the flap portion. Okay, now before we start working on the flap portion, what I do to my box is I just carefully pinch in the sides like that and close it like that. And then you kind of look down the side, and what I usually do is I push it in a little bit along the side so it looks a little cleaner and smoother on the side. Same on this side. This is pinched, and then I just kind of push the bag in at the bottom. Gives it a nicer look, more professional looking. All right, so now I have the box ready for the flap. We're going to flap that over. Okay, and now it's time to add our butterfly. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to use this fabulous die set called Springtime Impressions, and we're going to use the butterfly. I love butterflies, so any chance I have to make anything with a butterfly on, I'm really going to love it. Very intricate, but it works really beautifully when you're using it on the Big Shot. Now, what I did is I ran a piece of Petal Pink through, and then I also ran a piece of vellum through. Let me show you what those would look like. Okay, here's my Petal Pink butterfly. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I also cut out a vellum, okay, just to add a little more interest and a little more dimension to the box. So now I have these 2 pieces. All right, now what do? I'm just going to take a regular snail, and I'm going to add a little bit of snail to the Petal Pink butterfly's body. Okay, then I'm going to directly adhere the piece of vellum over that butterfly so they line up perfectly in the front. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend up the wings on both sides of my, okay, so that we notice that this part here, the body, is where it's going to adhere to the bag. Now let me show you how I do this. Very, very simple. You'll be excited to see how simple it is. All right, I'm going to use some of the mini dimensionals. These are perfect for this project. Okay, I'm going to add 2 mini dimensionals to the back side of our butterfly. Okay, so I'm adding them to the side that is the cardstock side, and they fit perfectly in there, and you're not even going to be able to see them on the other side of the box. All right, so I'm going to remove the backs on the butterfly. Okay, now let's bring my box back over. We're going to pinch it and close it shut and get that flap where you want it to be. All right, so now you want to look and eyeball it, but measure about halfway down our slit. And these dimensionals are the perfect size and they're going to fit right in there. Okay, so you're just going to lay your butterfly over the slit, making sure that your mini dimensionals adhere right inside that slit. And that's it. You've got it done. Now watch what happens. I'll open it up like that, and then I can put my goodies, plenty of room in there, lots of space for goodies. And then I just pinch him shut, and then pull his wings together and pull the wings through. Isn't that so, so cute? I love it. So this is a third of the papers from this Petal Promenade. This one I used Melon Mambo for my butterfly. And then the first one I did, I used the Grapefruit Grove. Okay, and then I put a piece of vellum over each one. I just think they're so pretty. You could add, if you'd like, a little message on the bottom for you on a little circle and with a scallop or something, but I just love them plain like this. I think they would be great for any kind of a party favor or a gift, and they're so quick to get to make. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments about this project, please comment below. The details will be on my blog shortly at thewexfordstamper.blogspot.com. If you like any of these projects and would like to purchase any of these materials, you can go to my online store, and that you can click a link directly from my blog. So I hope you enjoy this, and if you have any suggestions on future 3D projects you'd like me to make, don't hesitate to contact me. Okay, have a great day and keep stamping.